Right now, the 24-year-old accused of killing his toddler back in court today. The charges he's facing in her death.
Just be aware.
And call for safety. How the biking community is reacting to the man killed on John Nolan.
And yes, it's that time of year. It's Halloween again. I'll show what the conditions look like for the weekend parties and trick-or-treating. And no, we will not meet those records.
Thank goodness. Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Happy Friday. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchine. Thanks for waking up with us. Greg is not talking about 4 inches of snow.
No.
What was that record from? 2019, not that long ago.
Not too long ago, actually. It was only a few years ago. So, yeah, we're going. We've been in a stretch. Actually, go back 3 years. We've been dry and fairly wild.
Could we break records in the other direction?
Maybe.
Okay, tell us more.
Maybe. All right, well, as we look at, these are the records, like we said, 4 inches in 2019, and then we had some rain back in 1960, but none of that's going to even happen this time around. It hasn't actually happened for a couple years. It's been fairly good. So average right now for that is about 53 degrees for high, 35 for low, so we're going to be above that. That's the big news. Last 24 hours temps were cooler. Yesterday, 29. We're sitting at 35 after a high about 55. We had a few more cloud cover last night. Today we'll get up to the upper 50s near 60. Many of the areas will hit maybe that 60-degree mark, so that's actually really good. If we zoom into Dane County, everyone should be in the upper 50s with Arena maybe hitting 62. So many areas will be seeing that once again. We're starting off 35 degrees right now. We'll get up to about 52 by noon with light winds too. We shouldn't have much of a wind issue, although satellite issues, you can see a few clouds out there, just some mid-high clouds, but nothing to speak of. If we zoom out, we have some stuff out to the west, and then we have a system to the south, but right now we're in between stuff, so we should not see any of this action go on, and I'll break down how warm we'll get in the next week and whether we'll see that 70 and when that next rain chance comes in as we enter now November, you guys.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Greg. The Madison man accused of killing a toddler on the city's west side this spring is due in court today for a motion hearing. 24-year-old
Marshawn Giles is facing 18 charges in all, ranging from homicide to battery and disorderly conduct. That hearing scheduled for 10 a.m. Police responded to an apartment on Schrader Road back in April at 3 in the morning. They found the 20-month-old baby girl badly injured there. She died at the hospital. The cause of death labeled as blunt force trauma. The girl's mother, Giles' girlfriend, was also seriously injured.
A live look at the Beltline of John Nolan this morning. Your drive downtown should be smoother today after that fatal crash yesterday that killed a bicyclist. We know this morning that it was a 71-year-old man who was hit and killed at the intersection of North Shore Drive. His name has not been released. Police say the driver stayed on scene and is cooperating. The biking community, though, talking this morning about just how dangerous that drive can be.
Some of these difficult crossings can make it difficult or scary sometimes for people who want to go places and they need to cross these busy roads.
The intersection of John Nolan and North Shore feeds right into downtown and in one direction and toward the always busy Beltline to the south. Bicyclists are asking people this morning to take it slow and watch for other traffic.
Human remains found yet again in Lake Mead. It's at least the 6th discovery out west this year. A couple weeks ago, a diver found human bones in the lake as well. Lake Mead is the largest reservoir in the country, but its water levels continue to drop because of the drought in the region. As the shorelines recede, mysteries long hidden beneath the surface are now being uncovered. Everything from bones to sunken boats, a World War II-era landing craft, even ancient volcanic rock.
New information now, a fire in a Portage home from Wednesday night has displaced a family of 7. That's according to the Portage Fire Department. They say the fire broke out just after 11 o'clock on New Pinery Road. Firefighters say they saw flames coming from around and in front of the windows in the front and smoke coming from the home. No one was hurt. The cause is still unknown.
Madison police are releasing surveillance photos of the man they say might have snuck into a hotel room to steal a person's wallet last month. Take a look. So this guy broke into the Super 8 motel along the West Beltline on September 6th. He started using the victim's credit card shortly after. So in these photos, you can see the suspect is wearing a custom Kansas City Chiefs jersey with the number 52 and the words King Marlowe on the back of the jersey. Anyone who has seen this person is asked to call Madison police. You can always submit an anonymous tip, too, with the Madison area Crime Stoppers. 6:04 at the state capitol. Robert Fighting Bob LaFollette is getting a plaque below his bust.
LaFollette was considered the founder of the progressive movement while also serving as Wisconsin governor, U.S. representative, and a senator.
I noticed that here was Robert M. La Follette, probably the most famous politician ever to be in Wisconsin. And there was nothing explaining who he was. The average person would have no idea.
Now, Doug says his motivator for the plaque came when he was reading other people's plaques around the Capitol and thought, hey, Bob needs one too. He is Fighting Bob's first cousin twice removed. The state Capitol Executive Residency Board approved the proposal on the terms that Doug would raise money for it. So far, they have not raised any of that money, though.
Just around $2,700. So possible, not too expensive.
Give Fighting Bob a fighting chance.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Elon Musk, the official new owner of Twitter this morning, and his first move is to cut top executives from the company. He closed his agreement to acquire the social media giant late last night. His first moves, the CEO, CFO, and chief legal counsel, they're all out. Musk says he envisions the social media platform as a digital town square where a wide range of beliefs can be debated, adding, quote, it can't, though, become a free-for-all hellscape.
Everything is incredibly uncertain right now. I believe that a Musk-owned Twitter would mean that he would start to implement a lot of the changes to the platform.
Musk's $44 billion bid to buy Twitter began back in April and faced a number of setbacks, with Musk at one point claiming he was going to pull out of the acquisition and Twitter threatening to sue.
After 36 drawings in a row with no grand prize winner, the Powerball jackpot now at $800 million, and that next drawing's coming up soon. Since no ticket matched all 6 numbers earlier this week, the cash value is now at $384 million. It'd be the second largest in Powerball history. That next drawing is tomorrow night. Our Coats for Kids distribution continues today.
Yeah, Shane Hogan is in studio this morning with the raw numbers, how you can continue to help today. Good morning, Shane.
Yeah, that's right, Leah. Over 4,000 coats were gathered this year, most of them for kids. Our total collection number, 4,051. You can see it right behind me. Now, News 3 has been a part of this for over 30 years with our partners at Clinky Cleaners and the Community Action Coalition to put this event together. The CAC is continuing to hand out the coats today. Any family in need can stop by to pick up winter gear. It runs all afternoon from noon until 6. This is at their distribution center at 1902 Wright Street in Madison. The CAC, pretty full with volunteers right now, which is a good thing, but they're always looking for volunteers to help with other initiatives. If you or your company is interested in those other opportunities, you can give them a call at 608-237-1255. And again, a huge thank you to all of those that donated and our partners at Clinky Cleaners. Guys, always nice to be a part of something like this, giving back to the community and really making a difference.
Yeah, really proud to be a part of this. Shane Hogan reporting for us. Thanks this morning. Coming up, Halloween safety, what police want you and your family to be ready for.
And we are at the Raptor training experience here at Jurassic Quest. Coming up, we're going to meet JoJo the Raptor. And obviously, the training experience didn't work too well for this guy right here. Let's hope it works better for me in the 608 when we come back.
Black November starts now at Ashley. For a limited time, save 55% on Beauty Rest Select Hybrid mattresses and receive a comforter, 2 pillows, and a 4-piece sheet set for free. And get 60 months special financing with no money down. Happening now only at Ashley.
When I had stubborn fat, I always felt self-conscious. I couldn't wear the clothes I wanted to wear, and it was so frustrating.
I worked so hard. By working out, by dieting, that stubborn fat was just not going anywhere.
I had this vision of how I wanted to look. I didn't feel like myself, so I did what I needed to do. I called Sono Bello. Sono Bello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist because it works.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently.
Sono Bello removed this big pooch right here. I have curves. I have exactly the body I've always wanted.
I got myself back, my shape back, but most of all, my confidence back.
I lost 4 inches off my waist. Going to Sono Bello has completely changed my life. Just look at me.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-510-6198 or go to sonobello.com.
Radical Tim Michaels is extremely divisive.
I don't care
who I offend.
And at his company, the culture comes from the top. Multiple court filings say women were sexually assaulted, harassed, and pressured to have sex with their bosses.
If she refused demands for sex, she would be blackballed from working on a pipeline job.
Higher-ups dismissed the women as liars and fired those who spoke out.
I don't care who I offend.
That's how Tim Michaels runs his company. Don't let him run our state.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine when you purchase. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 loyalty cash. And now during truck season, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward a new Chevy truck with accessories.
Oh, great. My wireless bill just went up.
Should have gone with US Cellular. They aren't raising prices on any of their plans.
Seriously?
Yeah, my price won't increase.
Well, that is refreshing. I feel like everywhere you turn these days, prices are going up.
Supply chain got us too. Don't get me started on the overhead cost.
At US Cellular, every plan for everyone is price protected.
You know, I respect a female entrepreneur.
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Black November starts now at Ashley. For a limited time, take a bonus 20% off your purchase of $19.99 or more at checkout. Plus, get 60 months special financing, no minimum and no money down. Happening now only at Ashley. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. Dinosaurs are invading the 608 this morning.
That's right. Josh Breider is live at the Alliant Energy Center this morning because Jurassic Quest is in town. Something maybe the family could do this weekend. Hey there, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. I hope you are ready because we are in the Raptor Training Center right now. So we are inside the gate and we're going to have a special guest be joining us here in a little bit. Brainy Beth is here. So talk about where we are right now.
Hi, Josh. So whenever you come to Jurassic Quest, just know, okay, Jurassic Quest is the largest and most time-expansive dinosaur exhibit in North America. We have about 165 million years worth of prehistoric dinosaurs moving and roaring in their respective environments throughout prehistory, exactly as paleontologists would have imagined them, which actually calls to my attention. I actually have a friend to introduce you to who's from the early Cretaceous.
What kind of a friend?
Yes. So one of the things that you can do at Jurassic Quest is train Utah raptors. So can I demonstrate for you?
You sure can.
All righty. Well, JoJo, come on, girl.
Oh, wow.
I know it's early. All right, come and say hi to Josh. Come on. Good girl. All right. Easy, easy. Okay. So this right here is JoJo, our Utah raptor, right? And she is one of 2 Utah raptors that you can train, and it's either her or her identical twin brother Diego. So would you like to do a demonstration with a few tricks this morning, Josh?
You know I want to. Let's do it.
Perfect. Okay, so all right, get ready, girl. You ready? Okay, so we're gonna have to do this together because obviously she works better in a pack.
Okay.
JoJo is a pack hunter, right? Utah raptors were. They think that dromaeosaurs hunted in packs together to take down prey much larger than themselves. So what do you say? Do you want to help me with this?
Let's do it.
All right, so on the count of 3, we're gonna put our fingers up in the air.
Okay.
And we're gonna say, turn, JoJo, turn.
Okay.
Just be very mindful of that tail because it's about 6 feet in length. All right, so on 3, Josh, you ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3, turn. JoJo, turn.
Woo!
All right, good job.
Look at that tail.
All right, give her a hand. She works for the applause. Okay, and then obviously this is actually one of my favorite tricks to do. Okay.
Okay.
So we're actually gonna have to do this with her again. You know, we have to. You know, so on 3, we're going to say, JoJo, shake your tail feathers. And we're gonna do it with her. Okay.
All right,
you
let's
ready?
do it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
JoJo, shake your tail feathers.
Good job. All right, beautiful job, my
JoJo's got some
diva.
moves.
Yes, she does. Oh my gosh.
All
And
right.
this is only the tip of the iceberg.
Let's throw the information up on the screen right now. What do people need to know as far as Jurassic Quest goes this weekend?
Yes, so Jurassic Quest is going to be here this weekend only in this city. So, and for right now, we're doing a little Halloween promotion. So you can use promo code SPOOKY10 to get 10% off for Halloween and celebrate spooky season with us. And we have all of our information on our website. So just hurry up and go to Jurassic JurassicQuest.com. We sell out very quickly. And get your tickets before they go extinct.
Well, very good. Oh, good job, JoJo. Good job, JoJo. And we survived. We made it.
We definitely did.
So far, so good, guys. Look at this. Boy, we're making so many new friends in the 608 this morning. JoJo did so good on live TV, guys. Again, you never know what's going to happen on live TV. It worked this morning. Look at this.
Good job, beautiful.
Can we see Josh shake his tail feathers again?
Yeah, we want to see Josh do it.
Oh, my goodness. Shake your tail feathers. JoJo, shake your tail feathers.
That's good television, I gotta say.
Good stuff. All right, Josh Breiter live at the Alliant Energy Center this weekend for Jurassic Quest.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured. 6:15, Madison police expect there will be a lot more pedestrians out this weekend trick-or-treating, so they're reminding drivers to be extra careful.
Our Armand Rahman has some tips to make sure that the only scary parts of your trick-or-treating are the costumes and the decorations.
I think that this is one of our first Halloweens kind of post-pandemic.
Couple that with scary good weather forecasted.
And so I would expect that you'll see more people going door to door than we have in the last couple of years.
So when it comes to your little superheroes, ghouls, and other trick-or-treaters,
make sure that you're crossing streets safely in a group and in as safe of a manner as you can. One of the things that's been helpful for parents to consider is having lights or flashlights on their kids' costumes.
After 3 different pedestrians have been hit in and around Madison so far this month.
Certainly those incidences are foremost in our mind.
Police want to remind drivers to be mindful of speed and more families in crosswalks and driveways over the weekend and Monday.
You know, we really want people to be safe because we would rather have you be thinking about prevention than coming and responding after an accident's occurred.
This year, there's another fright you may have heard online. Rainbow fentanyl, a version of the extremely potent and deadly drug supposedly colored to look like candy.
It is a time for scary things, but I'm pretty confident that that's not going to be one of the scares that we'll be talking about next week when we're done with this.
With only a few reported cases in certain parts of the country, MPD wants to assure parents.
I don't think anybody needs to panic. I'm not hearing that this is happening here, or we're not seeing this in a high volume or percentage here.
Still, officers say it never hurts to do a once-over on what your trick-or-treater has in their bag.
Anything that's not wrapped in what seems to be manufacturer wrapping, throw it away. It's not worth the risk, and, you know, be smart about the decisions that you're making for your children and what you're letting them consume.
Thank you. Armand Rahman reporting there. And a lot of folks are going to be trick-or-treating. Different communities may have different times. We have broken it all down with a full list on channel3000.com.
Are you going to be trick-or-treating Monday night? Is that your neighborhood's time?
Yeah, Monday, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be heading around all over the neighborhoods, yeah.
So we'll show some pictures of Chris Stanford's family coming up on Monday, but they take this very seriously. You guys do a really nice job.
We try to do a theme.
Yeah.
When you have multiple kids, you want them to kind of dress up in similar stuff. And yeah, looking forward to what they've got this year.
You've had a vintage circus. You've had Ghostbusters. What else have you had?
Oh, they were X-Men.
X-Men one year.
They were
Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, there you go.
Were, DC comic book villains.
Setting the bar high there, buddy.
I know, we got 4 of them, so you got to find something where you could, you know, get 4. We were going to dress the girls up as the Sanderson sisters from
Bewitched. No. Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
There we go.
We couldn't sell them on it, though. But, yeah, all weekend it'll be about getting the costumes ready.
Quick push. We have a costume contest here on News 3 Now this morning, Monday. Tune in. We got to put our costumes together still. Speaking of Halloween, Greg Barnhart has the annual iconic Dancing Ghouls graphic. This is our favorite on the program.
Yeah, I think so. I think we like that.
Shake it, tail.
Yeah, they're dancing pretty good. But like I said, 63. This is for Monday, but if you're going to do trick-or-treating or parties this weekend, it's still going to be about the same temperatures. That means you'll be in the 50s by the time you get to evening. So really great weather, dry conditions. We can't really beat that. And we've had a nice string of, actually, if you go back in the past, all the way to the 50s. You got to get back to 2019 when we actually had snowfall. You can kind of see right there 4 inches of snow. So that was probably the coldest. So we've got a good stretch of Halloween weather. And really right now it's due to the split flow, cold airs to the north, the storm track that's going to take more of these storms and the precipitation with it to the south. This is going to stay in effect at least through next Wednesday. We're going to see a little bit of change here and there, but overall the next change is going to be when this cold air starts digging south. We're going to start seeing winds start picking up out of the southwest. That's a storm system that'll maybe hit us by the end of next week, but we're definitely going to stay warm until then, especially the midweek next week. Overall, we're not going to see much going on. Clouds for the next several days, light winds. Really overall, it's going to be fantastic conditions here through Saturday. Sunday, we get a little bit more cloud cover coming up from the south, but that overall, that's just going to be high clouds. Temperatures today, mid to upper 50s, a few 60s. We'll cool off a little bit tonight to down to the lower 30s. Once again, less cloud cover, but overall, we're not going to see much. And then tomorrow, we'll get temperatures right back up into the 60s where we should be. Mid 60s. Could be potential, maybe some upper 60s. So Saturday, Sunday, the only difference is just more clouds we'll be dealing with, but that's just mid and high level clouds. So you'll still see some sun there that day too. Looks great Monday, 63, Halloween, fantastic. Maybe 70, Wednesday, Thursday, records there are about 71 or 72, so I don't think we'll get that. Next chance of rain maybe the end of next week, but even then, we're still talking mid 50s too.
I'm just happy we don't have to put the sweatpants and the sweatshirt underneath the Halloween costumes.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed like every time I went trick-or-treating when I was young, it was a miserable, cold rain.
I dressed as a beanie baby, you know, one year to try and stay warm. That's definitely a thing in Wisconsin.
All right, Greg Barnhart, thanks much.
6:20 now, a nice surprise for a school nurse in Monticello this week. Take a look. Nurse Carolyn Schwartzlow is being recognized as the 2022 Wisconsin Rural School Alliance Support Staff Member of the Year.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, right in our own neck of the woods. The organization hands out the award to one staff member within a rural school district every year. The school district surprised her with the award during a pep rally.
When you know all the kids and you know their families and you know their situations and their circumstances, our small class sizes, but yet what we're still able to offer kids through programming and activities and advanced placement and college credit classes at the highest level, at the high school level, it's something special.
Schwartzlow actually graduated from Monticello High School back in 1997. Stayed with her roots. I love that.
Me too.
6:21 coming up in our next half hour. Wisconsin candidates on the campaign trail. Several big names joining them. We'll tell you if they're in your neck of the woods 2 weeks out from Election Day.
Stay with us.
Closed captioning sponsored by Community Shares of Wisconsin's Workplace Giving Campaign.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
An experience as stirring and inspiring as it is joyful, funny, and exuberant. Come From Away, the Broadway musical.
If you overdraw your account, Wells Fargo gives you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with a grace period? Like accidentally parking where you shouldn't.
Hey, what about this one? Nah, that one gets an extra day. Somebody got lucky.
Like having an extra day grace period? When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Finding the Honda you really want just got easier. With a longer limited warranty, so long. Downloadable inspection reports, so you see what we see. Downloadable. And complimentary oil changes within the first year. That's what I'm talking about. You've never been more at peace than with Honda Certified Pre-Owned.
They say you eat with your eyes first, so here's a good look at our new thick and fluffy French toast. Artisan challah dipped in vanilla cinnamon batter. French toast the way it's meant to be. Try all 3 flavors, only at IHOP. Download the app and earn free food with every purchase.
Milk with your cereal with Fairlife. It's more like cereal with your ultra-filtered milk with a creamy taste plus 50% more protein, 50% less sugar. Turn nutrition into nutrition. Fairlife, ultra-filtered milk.
The garage door is America's new front door.
So why not look at it in a whole new way? Let Precision's experienced designers come to you. Let us show you the difference a new Precision garage door can make.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
I see your hard work, everything you do to try to make it, but people continue to be left behind. I'm running for Senate to put more money in your pocket. Ron Johnson's had 12 years to make things better, but costs are still rising, and all he's managed to do is write a tax cut for himself. I believe better is possible. I believe hard work can pay off, and I'll never stop fighting until it does. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. Melanie's snapping this picture out at Devil's Lake, one of the best state parks in the country, if you ask me.
It is. It's up there.
It's a classic.
This had to have been taken a couple of weeks ago because so many of those leaves are
gone.
Gone, yes.
Gone.
Very accurate.
How do you?
Gosh, I got to get my leaves done.
Yes.
This weekend. It's on the to-do list.
Ditto, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend to do
Good
that.
condition, light winds too, so you don't have to worry about blowing around, although sometimes you can take advantage of that by blowing it somewhere else.
Yeah, I know, right?
Are all
right
your
in the
leaves,
neighbor's yard.
Are all your leaves wet now, though? Mine are all like...
They're starting to dry out a little bit.
They'll dry out
I think they might be okay.
They'll be okay.
Yeah. The wind is the big deal, though. Like, if
Yeah.
they're dry and windy. I saw everybody raking out last weekend.
Get a road.
Yeah, that was
no
that
wind
was rough.
today.
That was rough.
So
and
we're
a
good.
quiet weekend to do it, huh?
Very nice. 60s. And the bus forecast too. You guys get out there. 35 right now, a little chilly, but still pretty typical. And then we're going to get up to upper 50s by the time you come back home. So overall, good day.
Too bad.
No, it isn't.
Thanks, Greg. Stick around, folks. We'll be back right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Democrats defunded and dispirited our police, creating the worst crime wave in decades. Biden spent us into 40-year high inflation, drove gas prices to record levels, and opened our borders, causing a flood of illegal immigrants and deadly drugs. Mandela Barnes supports all the policies causing you and your family so much pain. He will rubber stamp their liberal agenda. Mandela Barnes sides with radical leftists, not with you.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
The Internet of Things is evolving, creating the Internet of You. And Spectrum, America's leading internet and mobile provider, is bringing you seamless connectivity across all your devices. Introducing Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits, advanced Wi-Fi, and Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, all for just $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999. Spectrum Internet delivers speeds up to a gig with over 99.9% network reliability. Advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security and privacy that automatically blocks threats to protect all of your devices. And Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G and the most reliable service coast to coast. Switch now. Call 833-673-4999. At Spectrum, it's not just about connecting things, it's about connecting you. Get it all with Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes, I like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member. Oh yes, certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint, for certain.
Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Looking for one of our most capable Ford SUVs? Okay, great. We've got you covered. Spacious interiors, innovative tech, good looks, and a legendary off-road experience. Check out our inventory today, or let us help you place a custom order. Getting into the perfect Ford SUV? Well, it's easier than ever. Yeah, we've got you covered. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge and get 0% financing for 66 months.
I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
All units, all units. Reports of an abortion at Central Hospital. Officers needed to detain doctor.
If Ron Johnson has his way, he wouldn't just ban abortions. Doctors could go to jail for it. And Johnson's tried for over a decade. He even co-sponsored a bill with no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the woman, and said if women don't like an abortion ban, they can just move. But it's Ron Johnson who doesn't belong in Wisconsin.
Right now, campaign 2022 hits the road, where candidates are headed with a week and a half to go.
The DOJ officer involved in the shooting of Quadrant Wilson back in court today. The charges he's facing.
And we have another mild day on tap. As we reach up the upper 50s near 60, I'll break down how long this dry and mild stretch will last and whether we see another 70.
You really think that's possible? 70 degrees? Anything's possible, right?
That's a good answer. I like that.
Everyone forgets that 2020, November 9th, was 70 degrees here, too.
That's very true.
Very true. People kind of forget what it has in the past. So it has happened.
2019, there was snow.
Exactly.
On Halloween.
Exactly.
4 inches of it.
Exactly. So we're lucky. We're good. Appreciate it. We've had really a nice stretch of really nice weather for Halloween here. But starting off today, still, it's going to be a nice end of the work week. We're looking at upper 50s near 60. Really kind of, again, about 5 to 7 degrees above where we should be this time of year. Yesterday, we saw temperatures very similar. All those leaves on the ground, we mentioned that earlier about a lot of that's going to have to take care of. Going to be a great 3-day stretch for that because especially the winds are going to be light, so you can take care of that. All the leaves pretty much on the ground. We do have some visibility issues starting to creep in, especially around the Wisconsin River area. Highway 14, State Route 60's got some issues to speak of, so be careful if you're out there. Overall, Madison 7 miles. 35, we're going to get up to about 51 degrees by noon. Bus forecast looks a little bit chilly getting out, 35, but really typical for the end of October. Plenty of sunshine. 50 about midday, and then coming back home, 57 with light winds, plenty of sunshine too. Overall, you can see the satellite, we just have a few high clouds out there, nothing to speak of. The next system we're watching well to the west, not going to be a factor. One to the south, so we're kind of in between. So we're looking good. I'll break down how long this will last and when we will see our next chance of rain a little bit later in the broadcast, yes.
All right, sounds good. Greg, thank you. Police in Beloit are asking for your help this morning to solve a robbery at a Culver's.
Law enforcement across Wisconsin saying he's a prime suspect in a number of other robberies also happening at Culver's locations. Shane Hogan has the details of this really bizarre case, Shane.
Yeah, that's right, Leah. Police in Beloit say a person who attempted to rob a Culver's restaurant in the city Wednesday night is indeed the same suspect wanted in 3 similar robberies in southern Wisconsin. The most recent attempted robbery happened just before 7:45 Wednesday at the Culver's on Cranston Road in Beloit. Police say the suspect, who you can see on the screen here, attempted to rob the restaurant via the drive-thru. No one was injured there. On September 26th, the suspect pulled up to the drive-thru at the Culver's in Lake Mills and passed a note to the workers demanding money and threatening to use a gun. He drove off with an undisclosed amount of money that time. And on October 6th, the suspect attempted to rob the Culver's on Milton Avenue in Janesville, but employees closed the window and he drove off. He also robbed the Culver's in Mequon just days later. Police say he's been driving a maroon 4-door Jeep Wrangler Sahara. Anyone with information is asked to contact police.
All right, Shane Hogan, we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
It's campaign 2022 now. Governor Evers out of the state capitol and headed north, kicking off his Do the Right Thing bus tour.
Yeah, today he's headed to the Fox Valley with events scheduled this afternoon in Fond du Lac and Oshkosh.
When we talk about fixing roads, and this bus out here, we do this bus thing. We did it in 2018. We're doing it now. It's a school bus. It's a regular school bus. And guess what? The roads are smoother this year than they were.
Meanwhile, incumbent Republican Senator Ron Johnson also covering the state in a bus tour today. He'll also be in Fond du Lac. Then he'll head to Germantown and Beaver Dam. Some more big names stumping in Wisconsin. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg is in Madison this morning for a campaign-style rally for Democrats down the ballot. He's hosting an event with Mandela Barnes and Evers before he leaves town. Senator Tammy Baldwin will also make an appearance. That's happening at the Madison Concourse Hotel starting at 11. You do need to register to attend. Then tomorrow, former President Obama also making a stop in the Dairyland. We'll have continuing coverage from the campaign trail this weekend and all the way up to November 8th, when you can find wall-to-wall coverage of Election Day, both here on News 3 Now and over on channel3000.com.
New information now from northern Wisconsin. Investigators say a Pennsylvania woman who was killed alongside her daughter in a car crash involving a Wisconsin state senator, actually the Senate Minority Leader, was driving 100 miles per hour seconds before the collision. This happened in Ashland on July 22nd. Police had previously reported that Senator Janet Bewley was distracted by a hands-free mobile phone. The latest documents claim that Janet Bewley had just pulled out onto a highway and into the path of Alyssa Ortman's fast-traveling vehicle when they collided. State troopers also reporting finding a vape pen in Ortman's car believed to have contained Delta-8, but drug screening results are still pending.
The DCI police officer charged in the shooting death of Quadrin Wilson on Madison's east side more than 6 months ago now has a court hearing scheduled for today. Mark Wagner works for the Department of Justice. He's facing a charge of recklessly endangering safety by use of a dangerous weapon for his involvement in Quadrin Wilson's shooting this past winter. He has a status conference scheduled for this morning. Last time he was in court, he was given a $500 bond. Wagner, one of nearly 24 officers on scene of this shooting in February. Here's a look at it. Records show Wilson was wanted on a parole violation. He was unarmed, though, when officers shot him. He was later charged on drug counts unrelated to this case. State and local agencies have been tight-lipped about it, taking months to provide any details surrounding the circumstances, let alone charge Officer Wagner.
6:35 now. You can visit 4 local libraries to pick up seeds native to Wisconsin. It's all thanks to a partnership with the Dane County Land and Water Resources Department. 2,000 native Wisconsin seed packets are now available for free in Madison. They're also hosting workshops to show people how to prepare and plant the seeds properly. This is the first year for the Wisconsin Native Collection. They include 5 different species: Black-Eye Susan, Blue Vervain, Rattlesnake Master, Wild Bergamot, and Yellow Coneflower.
It's a great hobby. You get out there, you see what comes up. Again, it depends on how controlling you are, but if you're not even much of a gardener, you can do this.
Good, because I need all the help I can get. Native Wisconsin seeds are best planted in the fall right now and then left to grow over the winter. Planting these seeds is a way for people to support Wisconsin's ecosystem and support local wildlife. The seed packets can be found at Lakeview Library, Penny, Goodman South, and Meadowbridge. 6:36 here on your Friday morning. We have a live look at an incident on John Nolan happening right now. We are keeping our eye on a car in the ditch. A tow truck just arriving to the scene within the last few minutes. We will check in on the impacts to traffic here in just a moment, and that high school football playoff forecast ahead, too.
And the coach of the week from Stoughton this morning with an inspirational message for the rest of us.
And we're in the 608 this morning, getting an inside look at Jurassic Quest. Coming up, how your family can take part with the dinosaurs.
With Pick and Save delivery, it's easy to get your special holiday foods brought right to your door. And that's music to your ears. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A 12-year-old girl can't legally drive a car. At 12, she can't even vote. But if this little girl were tragically raped or a victim of incest and became pregnant, Radical Tim Michaels would force her to deliver the baby. He said it's, quote, not unreasonable for the state government to mandate rape victims to give birth. Would it be unreasonable if he were forcing this on you? Let him know on Election Day.
A new Chevy is the smart way to hit the open road. The smart way to road trip and seek new adventures. Go a little farther in a new Chevy. Find new get up and go, find new roads. Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing or get $1,200 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
DePaco Credit Union members are better together because together members share thank yous, a DePaco-only perk that thanks members in cash. And because you're not just a member, you're also an owner, everyone benefits. How will this year's nearly $3.7 million in thank yous benefit you and your community? Since 2016, DePaco members have shared nearly $24.4 million. We truly are better together. Join the movement where your member ownership pays. Visit your nearest DePaco branch or join online at depaco.com.
For Clinton Anderson, our community is his top priority. He's delivered for middle-class families on the Beloit City Council, and he'll keep fighting to lower costs for us in the Assembly. Jeff Klett's priorities are all wrong. He supports dismantling our public schools, wants to slash community services to give tax breaks to his billionaire backers, and he'll vote with extreme Republicans to enforce Wisconsin's abortion ban, which could send doctors to prison. We can't afford Jeff Klett.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
As Campaign 2022 approaches the finish line, News 3 Now presents a special midterm election preview.
We're spotlighting key races and issues, fact-checking candidates, and hearing the voices of voters in battleground Wisconsin.
Saturday, November 5th at 7 p.m.
UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help in providing Thanksgiving meals for 4,000 families.
Please consider a food or monetary gift so no one goes without a holiday dinner.
We're grateful for any gift you can provide. Donate today at goodmancenter.org. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
If you are looking for something to do with the family this weekend, you can check out some dinosaurs at the Alliant Energy Center.
Oh, yeah. Josh Breider live at the Alliant Energy Center with more on Jurassic Quest in the 608. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, we're giving you a sneak peek at what this weekend is looking like out here at the Alliant Energy Center with Jurassic Quest. It all starts today. Brady Beth is here with us this morning. You're one of the dinosaur trainers.
Yes.
So that's a pretty cool title. Talk about where we are right now, what folks can expect.
Yes. So Jurassic Quest is North America's largest and most time expansive dinosaur exhibit. We have photorealistic dinosaurs all moving and roaring in their respective environments throughout the Mesozoic as paleontologists would have imagined them. So we try to be as educational as possible, and we cannot wait to see you and your family here at Jurassic Quest.
So this is the underwater area that we're at.
Yes, that's right. So this is our Ancient Oceans exhibit. So this is something that we're very proud of. And actually right behind you is our 50-foot megalodon shark, all decked out for Halloween. Yes, she is from the Neogene period. So there's a few other prehistoric creatures you can check out, as well as even aquatic reptiles like our tylosaurs, mosasaurs, and things of that nature. Again, we are so happy to tell everybody about it. So whenever you arrive on site, you can contact one of our dino experts at 844-DINO-411 to find out more, or you can actually even just scan our nifty QR codes to find out.
And we've been meeting a lot of the baby dinosaurs, and we have another special guest here. Who do we have coming in right now? Look at this.
Tyson.
Oh, Tyson.
So this is Tyson, the baby T-Rex, and I think he might be indicating that he might want to see somebody. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you want to take a tour?
Let's take a tour. Where are we going? Where are we going, baby T?
Oh, yeah, we're following him. I think... Look who we found.
Oh, there's Mama T.
Yeah, he always goes back to the source. So, yes, this is a T-Rex right here.
So this is another part of the exhibit. I mean, this is really, really cool. And it's going to look a little more different when people come in here, too. The lights are going to be off. You are all about the experience.
Correct. We're still in setup, so it's going to be a lot more ambient, dimmer lights. And we also have a lot more activities for you to check out as well. So general admission covers an experience with the baby dinosaur, much like Tyson right here, right? So you can get a photo with them, pose with them, pet them. You can train one of our Utah Raptors, as we talked about before a little bit. We have the Quest, which is an interactive scavenger hunt that you and your family can take part in as you go through. We have dinosaurs that you can draw at our little arts and crafts section, as well as even a fossil expert consultation over at the fossil table. But if you'd like a little bit more value, tickets for unlimited rides are available. So what that would do is that would give you the ability to dig for fossils and even ride a dinosaur, possibly, if you're from 2 to 12.
Yeah. That sounds amazing. Okay, so hit us with the details. We'll throw the information up on the screen. Happening this weekend, what do people need to know?
Yes, so go to JurassicQuest.com because we do sell out very, very quickly. So make sure you get your tickets before they go extinct and we migrate to the next city.
You bet. All right, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, guys, out here at the Alliant Energy Center. I don't know, I made so many new friends this morning. Oh, baby teeth.
Yeah.
The teeth on this one make me a little bit more nervous, though.
Yeah,
you got to look out for those teeth. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
He's very gentle, though. He's like a little puppy. He just has a little bit more teeth.
Oh, I love it. I love it, guys. So much fun out here at Jurassic Quest.
I was asking Josh why you didn't get to hold the dinosaur. We don't need to go into the details and ruin anybody else's day. But he's cute. He's very cute. I want to hold him.
He is very cute.
Don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
Magic. All right, 6:44 now. Stoughton Volleyball is having a dream season. Under first-year head coach Mike Schmidt, the Vikings doubled their win total from last season and won their first regional championship since 2016. How'd they do it? Well, it all comes down to believing. Sports director Zach Hanley reports.
From an 8-win 2021...
That's it.
To regional champions in 2022.
To make that step to win regionals was insane.
And Stoughton Volleyball did it in Mike Schmidt's first year with the program.
We came into it with like a new coach and we're all a little worried, like, oh, what's it going to be like? But it's been unreal.
Ready?
The turnaround happened because of a boost of confidence.
My #1 goal was to get them to believe in their abilities, regardless of wins or losses. They're really good volleyball players, and they needed to know that.
And a one-word reminder from Schmidt.
Good hands.
Believe.
If you believe in yourself, you're going to play a lot better. And since we all believe in ourselves, I think that's why we're winning. That's just something he emphasized every practice, every game. And we've been working on that since day 1 of practice now, and it's made all the difference.
And this group bought in from the first set.
You could see their mentality change, and they started believing that they could play against good teams and compete. And then that kind of transferred into getting victories.
But Schmidt isn't talking about just winning on the court.
My job as a coach is not just to coach volleyball, it's to coach life.
He wants his Vikings to carry that belief with them.
If we believe, that means we can really get something done. If we put our minds to it, we can get it done. And that just shows that's applicable for so many things in life.
Because they've seen what it can do.
Take them up, take them up.
Our sports director there, Zach Hanley, reporting. Hey, don't forget to nominate your coach for Coach of the Week. You can do so by heading to channel3000.com and filling out the Coach of the Week form, or just email Zach directly. His address is right there on your screen.
High school football playoffs tonight, too.
Yeah,
Chilly round 2 of the playoffs. What's it going to feel like tonight around kickoff?
It's chillier than last week, but still, October, worst could be wet. I mean, it's dry. So we're still going to look at temperatures getting into the mid-40s by about midpoint of the game, lower 40s by the end of the game. So really kind of typical for this time of year to see these temperatures. Good news, light winds, clear skies, and no precipitation at all, too, which is probably the best news, too. We've had a couple good weeks of that. Trick-or-treating-wise, for Monday, looks fantastic, too. 63 degrees, sunny skies. It'll be 50s by the time you get out trick-or-treating. Anything this weekend, too, dealing with Halloween should be great, too, with the winds. We're stuck in this pattern, which is kind of a good pattern overall. Mild conditions. We have jet to the north, jet to the south. One keeps stuff to the north, the cold. Precipitation storm track, the other one stays to our south. This is going to be in place through at least Tuesday to Wednesday until we finally get a storm system to push into the west. That'll start pushing some of the conditions that will warm up by midweek. But overall, we're not going to see precipitation until this gets there, and that still has a ways to go to get here. So we're looking good. So overall, as you go through Friday into tomorrow, a few high clouds out there, light winds. We're not going to really change that too much until we get to Sunday, until we start seeing a few more clouds come up. But this is more high clouds, so we're still going to see sun, even though we just have more cloud cover going on. As we get to temperatures, mid to upper 50s we'll see as we get in the afternoon. We could hit a 60 degree here, 2 or 3, probably further west. Light winds will continue overnight. We'll have less cloud cover tonight, so we'll probably get back down to like the lower 30s once again. Overall, we could see some visibility. We've had a little bit of that this morning too. And then Saturday looks fantastic. Light winds, low to mid 60s, even a few spots like Lone Rock and those areas could get to the mid 60s once again. That's about 10 degrees above average. And that will continue through Saturday night into Sunday morning. No much change, and here's the clouds coming up for Sunday, but once again, just high clouds, so we'll still see plenty of sun in the meantime. The 10-day, you can see we're going to get up to almost 70 by Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll see. Records are about 72. The next system to come is that Thursday, Friday. Even that's looking questionable. It could get delayed, but in the meantime, Halloween looks great. As we go to traffic-wise, you mentioned that crash. That's not really impeding traffic right now. Everything is actually looking good through the Beltway as we zoom in. There are really no major issues. That's kind of off on the ramp, that little crash that occurred at Nolan Drive, so that's looking good. We zoom in and go around. We're looking fantastic. The only thing to keep in mind, we do have some visibilities along some of the roads. In the Madison, we're down to about 5 miles, and areas to the west could be a little lower, so something to keep in mind if you're traveling out there.
Hey, appreciate it. Greg with our First Warn traffic and First Warn weather this morning. 6:49 coming up in the morning sprint. Justice for a Wisconsin family, 14 years in the making. The sentence for a man convicted of murder of a UW student.
And we want to say happy birthday to Elise and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us. We'll be right back.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Warrens, Wisconsin.
Life gets bigger when you break from the herd. The Volkswagen Tiguan. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the versatile 2022 Tiguan. Limited inventory available.
Democrats defunded and dispirited our police, creating the worst crime wave in decades. Biden spent us into 40-year high inflation, drove gas prices to record levels, and opened our borders, causing a flood of illegal immigrants and deadly drugs. Mandela Barnes supports all the policies causing you and your family so much pain. He will rubber stamp their liberal agenda. Mandela Barnes sides with radical leftists, not with you.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Contestants ready? Go! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Very loud. It sounds like a bull running through a china shop. I don't know what else to say.
People don't realize how nice a door can run until they get it serviced. It's whisper quiet. Your neighbors will thank you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down and it's flat.
Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
He made $57 million from a family business whose growth was directly linked to China. His dad worked the third shift in an auto plant. Johnson pushed tax breaks benefiting himself and his millionaire donors. Barnes will cut taxes for the middle class. Johnson would let states ban nearly all abortions. Barnes will protect our rights. Ron Johnson's extreme and out for himself. Mandela Barnes works for us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
It's a lovely day to...
Cars built with safety in mind, even for those guys. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the spacious 2023 Atlas. Limited inventory available.
Schuster's Farm, play by day,
Fright by night.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Some peace for the family of a UW-Madison student, Brittany Zimmerman, who was killed in her apartment more than 14 years ago. 56-year-old David Call pleading guilty to her murder and sentenced to life in prison. Judge Chris Taylor will decide at a later hearing whether Call may be eligible for extended supervision after 20 years. In 2017, a man who was in federal prison with Call in West Virginia told investigators he'd confessed to him that he killed Zimmerman. He was arrested for the murder years later in 2020.
The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office confirming the name of the man shot and killed by a deputy in Oregon. 21-year-old Jose Jimenez died from what the medical examiner is calling firearm-related injuries. Further testing is underway. Details, though, about what led to the deputy pulling the trigger remain unclear. The Justice Department said a gun was found at the scene.
With the election less than 2 weeks away now, Attorney General Josh Kaul and challenger Eric Toney holding their second and final debate, hosted by our very own Eric Franke last night. Toney, a Republican, is currently serving as Fond du Lac County DA. Kaul, a Democrat, trying to win his second term as AG. Toney's been working to portray himself as a tough-on-crime prosecutor, while Kaul has built his campaign around his lawsuit seeking to undo Wisconsin's abortion ban.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer caught on a hot mic talking with President Obama. Schumer said that the Senate race in Georgia is going downhill for Democrats, a key state that would help determine who controls Congress. Schumer said he felt good about Nevada and that the debate performance by Pennsylvania's John Fetterman, who was recovering from a stroke, didn't hurt them too much. And we are watching developing news out of Oklahoma this morning. 8 people are dead after a house fire near Tulsa. Local police say it's now a homicide investigation. Police confirmed that a family of 8, including 6 children, lived in the house but did not identify anyone further. As of right now, they're unsure what started the fire.
A Sun Prairie family is out of their home this morning after a fire in our neck of the woods. This happened on Queen Street around 4 p.m. Wednesday. The family was coming home from the day when they found their house filled with smoke. Luckily, nobody was inside. Crews say a fan motor is to blame, causing $40,000 worth of damage.
Brewers president of baseball operations, David Stearns, has stepped down from his role at the franchise, and he's going to move into an advisory role now at the club. GM Matt Arnold will take his place. Stearns has been with the crew since 2015.
The World Series begins tonight with the Philadelphia Phillies visiting the Houston Astros to kick off the 7-game set. Justin Verlander toes the rubber for the Astros, while Aaron Nola will get the start for the Phillies. This is the first championship series without any U.S.-born black players since 1950.
Yeah, and as you step outside for the buzz forecast, we're still looking at temperatures going to be in the 30s starting off, but then when you get to the moon time, 50. Dropping off back to 57. Plenty of sunshine, some light winds. Overall, things to know, we're dry pretty much today through Thursday. Some sun and mild temperatures, could be a 70. We'll see about that next week. And then if you look at the 10-day, we're looking at really good conditions. Temperatures getting up to the upper 60s, May 70. A precipitation chance not till next week, so Halloween looks good. And speaking of Halloween, I knew you liked that graphic. So
One more time. All right.
To see the dancing going on.
That's right.
Yeah, low 60s. It'll be mid 50s by Halloween, the trick-or-treating time in the evening. But overall, great forecast.
Greg, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Have a great Friday, everybody. A great weekend. Enjoy that sun. We'll be back here for your Halloween Monday.